Please welcome the President of Colorado Christian University, Dr. Donald Sweeting, and religious leaders from across Colorado.
Come on. We do have some very esteemed guests join with us today. We're thrilled about it. Sometimes in life, you need to put your name down on the paper and sign. That was true with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It was true in my tradition with the signing of the covenants in Scotland, the Covenanters. And it's true with different charters like the Williamsburg Charter. The Williamsburg Charter was drafted by representatives of America's leading faiths, Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, and secularist. And it was named after Williamsburg because of the city's role, Williamsburg, Virginia, as the cradle of religious liberty in America. And so a number of years ago, it was set forward with the purpose of, number one, celebrating the uniqueness of the First Amendment and its religious liberty causes. Two, reaffirming religious liberty and freedom of conscience. Three, setting out the place for religious liberty within American public life, and then defining guiding principles by which people with deep differences can contend robustly but civilly in the public arena. And so we are grateful for the leaders, very significant leaders in our state of different faith communities who feel the same way. And so we are going to introduce ourselves and then read the summary of the Williamsburg Charter and sign it. And I will begin, and then we'll just kind of pass the baton. So let me start out by the preamble is that the religious liberty causes of the First Amendment to the Constitution are a momentous decision, the most important political decision for religious liberty and public justice in history. 200 years after that enactment, they stand out boldly in a time made dark by state repression and sectarian conflict. Yet the ignorance and contention now surrounding these clauses are a reminder that their advocacy and defense is a task for each succeeding generation. We acknowledge our deep and continuing differences over religious beliefs and political policies and constitutional interpretations, but together we celebrate the genius of the religious liberty clauses and affirm the following truths to be among the first principles that are in the shared interest of all Americans. Number one, religious liberty, freedom of conscience, is a precious, fundamental, and inalienable right. A society is only as just and free as it is respectful of this right for its smallest minorities and least popular communities.
My name is Biff Gore, and I represent Highline Community Church. Religious liberty is founded on the inviolable dignity of the person. It is not based on science or social usefulness and is not dependent on the shifting moods of majorities and governments.
Tim McTavish, member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Religious liberty is our nation's first liberty, which undergirds all other rights and freedoms secured by the Bill of Rights.
I am Gerard Abi Assaf, and I represent St. Rafka Mission of Hope and Mercy. The two religious liberty clauses address distinct concerns, but together they serve the same end: religious liberty or freedom of conscience for citizens of all faith or none.
I am Reverend Ruben Rodriguez, minister of Mount Air Christian Church, Disciples of Christ. The No Establishment Clause separates church from state, but not religion from politics or public life. It prevents the confusion of religion and government, which has been the leading source of repression and coercion throughout history.
Elder Michael D. Jones of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Free Exercise Clause guarantees the right to reach, hold, exercise, or change beliefs freely. It allows all citizens who so desire to shape their lives, whether private or public, on the basis of personal and communal beliefs.
I'm Rabbi Hillel Goldberg, editor and publisher of the Intermountain Jewish News. Number 7, the religious liberty clauses are both a protection of individual liberty and a provision for ordering the relationship of religion and public life. They allow us to live with our deepest differences and enable diversity to be a source of national strength.
My name is Ismail Akbulut. I'm a Muslim representing the Multicultural Mosaic Foundation. 8. Conflict and debate are vital to democracy. Yet if controversies about religion and politics are to reflect the highest wisdom of the First Amendment and advance the best interests of the disputants and the nation, then how we debate, and not only what we debate, is critical.
My name is Tejvan Singh Manget. I am with the Colorado Singh Sabha, Sikh Gurdwara. One of America's continuing need is to develop, out of our differences, a common vision for the common good. Today, that common vision must embrace a shared understanding of the place of religion in public life and of the guiding principles by which people with deep religious differences can contend robustly but civilly with each other.
I am Archbishop Aquila with the Archdiocese of Denver. 10. Central to the notion of the common good and of greater importance each day because of the increase of pluralism is the recognition that religious liberty is a universal right. Rights are best guarded and responsibilities best exercised when each person and group guards for all others those rights they wish guarded for themselves. We are firmly persuaded that these principles require a fresh consideration and that the reaffirmation of religious liberty is crucial to sustain a free people that would remain free. We therefore commit ourselves to speak, write, and act according to this vision and these principles. We urge our fellow citizens to do the same, now and in generations to come.
Friends, in just a second, they're going to come down here and stand shoulder to shoulder to get a picture. But I want to point this out, that at the Western Conservative Summit, we have representatives of all major faiths here in the state of Colorado in solidarity to that fundamental constitutional right of religious freedom. I think that's just wonderful. Let's please give these folks a round of applause for standing for religious freedom.